Alright everybody, remember if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel. I appreciate it, thanks. Today we're going to talk about what is cluster headaches, that video that I posted recently. And well, you can see the Wikipedia right here because some people think that cluster headaches are migraines. Cluster headaches are sadly much, much worse than migraines, let me tell you. As someone that has both, right? They're also known as suicide headaches, right? The term headache does not adequately convey the severity of the condition. The disease may be the most painful condition known to medical science. Like I said, some doctors say it's the most painful thing there is, human condition there is. This cluster headache is probably the worst pain that humans experience. I know that quite a strong remark to make, but if you ask a cluster headache patient if they've had a worse experience, they'll universally say they haven't. Women with cluster headaches will tell you that an attack is worse than giving birth. So you can imagine these people give birth without anesthetic once or twice a day for 6, 8, or 10 weeks at a time without a break. And then have a break is awful. So one of the things that you get from this too, and if anyone has actually looked at my videos, and you can see, and I'll show pictures, right? I get like a drooping face from it too, and that's one of the ways that you can like tell. So just showing some images, like especially after, like I said, one of the problems I've had is as the years have gone on, after I'm getting them, it takes longer and longer for like my face to go back to normal, right? I mean, some pictures you can see like there's like, that's pretty noticeable, I would say, right? And another thing you can see is it's also given me, because I've been, for the majority, like I've had cluster headaches the majority of my life, which is fucking crazy, right? At this point, right? I've been getting them since I was a teenager, right? I even have, if you look at my videos, more prominent wrinkles on the left side of my face where I get them. This is just the camera, so it looks like the right side. And the left eye is more droopy, right? And you can see that in videos. And that was one of the things when I first got sick, right? And I get a very severe cluster headaches, right? I had such severe cluster headaches because normally you see they are only lasting, it says, well, here it says something like, I think it says like 15 minutes to 3 hours. I get cluster headaches for hours and hours and hours, dude. Like really badly. Then it can maybe slow down, but then more hours and hours and hours. I don't get 15-minute ones, right? So when I was a kid and I first started getting them, the neurologist actually thought that they were just a extremely severe migraine because cluster headaches normally don't last as long as I would get them, right? And then, you know, they actually started seeing my face was drooping, right? And my eyeball. And they're like, oh, wow, you don't get, it's not severe migraines, you get severe cluster headaches, right? So it went from, originally I was diagnosed with severe, you know, migraines to severe cluster headaches with chronic migraines, right? So it's very painful. This is not me talking shit about people that get migraines or something like that, because I have chronic migraines. I have chronic migraines with severe cluster headaches. It's fucking awful. Again, the most painful human condition known to man. Apparently it's worse than childbirth. I can't confirm that, but apparently I have given birth thousands of times. That's something that I can tell you is very pleasant. So, have things changed throughout the years, I guess. So when I first got sick, I would say that I did used to throw up from them more, which is more of a migraine thing as well. But I used to throw up more from them, and that is something that, generally speaking, I don't throw up as much anymore when I get them. I can get some nausea, but it's like you're about to die. So, you know, I mean, Anything hurts. Just breathing hurts. Being alive is painful, right? Um, so I don't really. The throw up stuff doesn't happen as much. Although I did throw up a couple times, from that recent video I posted. Because I've been in a bad cluster headache period recently. I did have a couple that I've thrown up from recently, but that's generally pretty rare. I would say that might be one of the only things that has gotten better as I've gotten older. But one of the things that sucks is as I've gotten older, like I said, they take longer and longer to recover from, and it's almost like a permanent thing in my. I've like developed like this permanent pain in my face, like that. Like started maybe about a year or so. About a year or so after all of these started, it actually became like a permanent pain in the left side of my face. And as you can see, even in pictures, and if you look at the videos, if you look at videos of me, it maybe looks like I have a dimple even more so on the left side of my face, right? And the left eye just tends to droop more. It's just like a permanent, I just have like wrinkles on, like, it's crazy. Like, and again, I say this, like, people think I somehow faked this. I literally grimace on my face and I'm in so much permanent pain from from these that I have more wrinkles on the left side of my face, which is crazy, but it's true. But I get a very severe form, like I've been used in medical presentations at hospitals. So, um, another thing that I have that is not a confirmed thing, although they say it is just a coincidence. I also have worse hearing in the left side. My left ear I cannot hear out as well as the right ear, and my vision is also worse in my left eye. But they say that's just a coincidence, but it's true for me. But I just think that's pretty weird. I've asked multiple neurologists about it. They all just say that's just a coincidence. It's weird, but anyway, I could tell you that. But one of the things that again sucks is I've gotten older is they just take longer and longer to recover from. Like I don't get you know small ones you could say, or ones that I can recover from quickly. Like if I get one, it's not like I'm out for the day. I'm out for like a couple days. It can take me, a day before I can even start to walk again. Like it fucks me up that bad. So, um, other weird things about it, they do tend to happen more so in certain periods of times. Like when I think about all the worst periods of my life, the worst periods of cluster headaches have always been around like middle summer to like fall. Have always been like when I've had like the most painful ones, the most worst ones, which is kind of strange, but it's also, it's for like, God, over 20 years. Jeez, I've been getting them for so long. Um, that's not to say they can't happen in other times, but just that is for sure that the worst times of my life are like middle summer to the fall. Those are the most painful ones. But mm, yeah. Oh, also, they talk about the rhythm of it or something. That is something that's kind of funny. Not funny, right? But it is kind of funny and interesting that after going to Japan for the first time, it like kind of fucked up my circadian rhythm, and I do tend to get them at different times now. Like I don't tend to get them in the morning as much. Like although that video I posted recently of me in pain was in the morning, but I was already sick the entire night, and that was the night to the day to the night, nonstop, over and over, which is just absolutely crazy. So before it used to be, I can tell you, it's crazy you remember this kind of stuff, but I remember once. and it was when Final Fantasy X. I was playing Final Fantasy X, and I had gone to Subway, and I'm just to tell you like a time frame. Gone to Subway, gonna eat some Subway while I play Final Fantasy X, and man, one hit me so fucking hard. I started projectile vomiting all over, and I just ate, and so I puked up a fucking. It was just I was spraying puke all over. But I only say that because it was, the beginning of the day. So now I normally don't get, but then by nighttime, I might be better, let's say, better quotation marks. But now I get them more, I'll start feeling it more towards, let's say, maybe late afternoon, evening, or something like that. So then I'll be fucked up for the rest of the day. And then since I don't recover, I'll be fucked up the entire next day. And then it will take the next day before I can do something again. Like it's awful. But anyway, just if that's interesting that you think about it, talks about circadian rhythms, and after going to Japan, it has changed when I get them. Like I don't really get them, you know, early in the day, so to speak. If I'm sick earlier in the day, generally speaking, it's because I was sick the night before. But anyway, yeah. Cluster headaches, they're not migraines because I have migraines too. And it all sucks. But cluster headaches is literally like, even when I explain it, it's like somebody could kill you if they wanted to. Like, you cannot defend yourself. They could literally just walk up and kill you. That's how painful they are. And it feels like you're dying. But anyway. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share. Support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.